You've been using the Reality OBS plugin for quite a while now with your OBS, right? And you had a ton of fun with it, streaming your precious content to your Reality viewers. But then a sudden update came by for OBS and it literally obliterated the use for the Reality plugin. If this is happening to you, this video is for you. Now let's get this fixed. So in a previous OBS update 32.0.0, they removed the support of outdated plugins to prevent any future compatibility issues. So what you want to do is you want to go into the Reality website and click on Game Streaming, in which you'll see the same website we use to download the plugin. There is a new version of the plugin in which of me trying to make a video on how you can downgrade your OBS, but we're going to get to that in just a moment. So we're just going to install Reality plugin 1.1.0, and it's a Windows installation, so choose that. Make sure you choose Windows installation if you're on Windows, and if you're on Mac, choose Mac. Once you've downloaded the plugin installer, close out OBS or any application that could be interfering with the installation and start running the plugin setup. Once you've gone through the installation process, feel free to run OBS Studio. And once you got the plugin opened up, you want to go to the docs and you want to search for the Reality plugin and click on that. If you already linked your Reality account and you started your stream on Reality, then you can go ahead and start streaming as usual. However, in this updated version of the Reality plugin, which is 1.1.0, there is a glitch that has to do with docking, in which you are unable to dock the Reality plugin window again if you make this one mistake. Notice that there's actually two restore down buttons. This one that lets you detach the window, but you can redock it however many times you want. While this one, same thing, but except you won't be able to redock the window until you close out OBS. And to give you an example, I'm going to show you what I mean by not being able to retach it. So you see, I closed out the wrong restore down button, and I have no way of retaching it. It just stays with me while OBS is either recording or on. And that is version 1.1.0. It'll remain like this even if you go to docs and try to reattach it. You won't be able to retach it until you close out OBS. You're just gonna have to move that dockable window somewhere else or another monitor if you have one. For example, if you're somehow rushing and you just closed out the wrong restore down window, then you might have this on your hands. As you can see, I closed out OBS Studio and then I reopen it. The window will go back to normal. You just gotta go to docs, click on Reality, and there you go. But if you wish to not deal with this any longer, I'll show you what you need to do. At this time, we're going to go to the files that we installed OBS Studio in. In most cases, I'm gonna head to my C drive, program files, and then OBS Studio. And there it is. We're going to uninstall the Reality OBS plugin. Once you've gone through the uninstallation process, fire up your browser and we're gonna go to the OBS website. We're going to head to the download tab, then we're going to go to previous releases, which means you can get previous versions of OBS Studio. And what you want to do is you want to scroll down until you get to a version that's below 32.0.0. And we're also going to avoid any beta releases as well. Because as you see, as I mentioned earlier, 32.0.0 disabled the previous version of the Reality plugin. The last known version for me was 31.0.4, and I'm going to download it. Even though I already have that downloaded, I'm just going to show y'all how you can download previous versions. If you're on Windows, make sure you install the Windows installer.exe. If you're on Mac, select either intel.dmg if you're using an older Mac with an Intel chip, or if you're running a newer Mac with M1, M2, or any of the Apple Silicon chips, you should be selecting apple.dmg. But since I'm on Windows, I'm going to choose Windows installer.exe. Then go to your chosen download location in which you installed your choice version of OBS, double click, go through the installation process. Once it's installed, you want to run the program. Good thing about downgrading your OBS is that you get to access the widget. It'll still take you to OBS. Of course, this window will pop up, but you want to skip the version, close out OBS. You're going to get ourselves the previous version of the Reality plugin. So in my drive, I will provide y'all with the changelog of the OBS plugin. I did keep the previous version for Windows, however, but for Mac, I had to use the Wayback Machine to actually obtain the file. But in the end, I'm gonna leave the link in the description for both Windows and Mac. You're welcome. But for now, click on 1.0.0 and install the zip file. It's gonna give you a warning, can't scan for viruses, download anyway. You can easily extract files, but if you do have Grimoire, then you can view the files and take them out easily. Now run the installer, then go through the installation process, and once you're finished, your plugin is now installed to your OBS. And once you open up your OBS, go to your docks and hit the Reality plugin. It's now dockable with no potential issue whatsoever. And the best part, you should be able to stream from it also. And this will conclude today's video. I hope you find this very useful, and I hope this doesn't get my ass kicked by Reality, even if I'm providing a changelog for the plugin for archival purposes in case if any issue occurs. Also, I want to thank you all for over 4K views on the Reality OBS tutorial. It truly means a lot to me and those who are trying to become Reality/OBS streamers. I might make a revision of the tutorial in the near future, so stay tuned. If you have any questions, please comment below. Be sure to give this video a like, as this will not only help out the Reality peeps, but will also help beat the algorithm. And subscribe to be a part of the anti-heroes. Take care, I love you all, Raz out.